Good afternoon. Welcome to Shots with Devin, interactive photography lessons over the radio. Guess how we do that? We tie into my website, www.devinshots.com. You spell that D-E-V-I-N-S-H-O-T-S, devinshots.com. Follow the links to WTBQ, and you'll see the photographs that we're talking about today, and follow along with the show. If you can't follow along live, guess what? We can still do it. We videotape every show and post the videos on the website. So when you go home later or at a convenient time, you can watch the show and follow along. Now, we have a special guest today. Every week we have a co-host. This one is particularly special. If you go to devinshots.com and look at the splash page, the opening page, who's that right there on the front of the website? I think it's Chelsea. Hi, Chelsea. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Chelsea's our co-host. She's a junior at Vernon High School, right?
Yep.
And Chelsea is all over the website. You are, I think you have the most press on our website,
so,
right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool, right?
Very cool.
So I figured it probably would be good to have you on the show, being that you're the star of the website.
Yeah, right?
So we're certainly glad that you're here with us today. Chelsea has some photos that she's going to show us, and she's got a very interesting question. So we're looking forward to talking with Chelsea. She's hilarious. So hold on to your seats because she'll make you laugh probably. I want to make a mention of our sponsor, CertaPro Painting. George Tuttle is the owner. George is a great guy. Runs an excellent company. If you want to contact CertaPro Painting for any type of painting need, call them. They're in the Warwick area. They work all over the New York State area here. 845-987-7561. That's George Tuttle at CertaPro Painting. Kind enough to help sponsor Shots with Devin. So Chelsea, the first aspect of our show, we talk about an experience that I have and how we can turn it into a lesson, right?
Yep.
And we thought maybe we'd talk a little bit about our shoot together, our first time that we worked together.
Yeah.
Right? So I met Chelsea. My studio is located at the Mill Creek Boutique in Vernon. I rent the upstairs there. And it's a great spot because the building is the oldest building in Vernon. Did you know that?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah. It's the oldest building in Vernon. And as you know, Chelsea, it's got some great spots there,
yeah.
Right? There's a lot of, different textures and different things to work with. You've got great grounds. And so Roseanne, the owner of the boutique, and I were cooperating for a while on our advertising, where I was doing photography for her ads. Many of you may have seen the Mill Creek model, Be a Mill Creek model in the paper. And Chelsea was one of the Mill Creek models. So she was all excited, right?
Yeah.
Tell me how you felt coming into that.
Well, I walked into her boutique just to check it out, and Roseanne asked me to do it. So I was like, whatever, it's fine, I'll do it. So I met you, and the first question you asked me was, why do you want to do it? And I said, well, I always wanted to be a model, and a couple of photo shoots later, I'm, I guess, a superstar.
Yes, you are. Yeah, we were working, and it took you a little while to loosen up. If you look at the proofs from that first shoot, right?
Yeah.
Very beginning, you were a little stiff, a little nervous, and you got loosened up. I think the pivotal moment was when we went outside, and we were shooting outside. This was hilarious. It was wintertime. There was snow on the ground. All you were wearing was a dress, right? And sometimes I'll go outside right along Route 515. And when I'm doing a model shoot out there, the car is always hung, right? Remember that?
Yep.
And all the high school boys were yelling out out of their cars. So we were coming back in, and Chelsea says, I always wanted to be a model. And what did I say to you?
I said, well, you are a model.
You are a model today, right?
Yep.
And boy, it seemed from that moment on, you just came alive.
Yeah.
And the lesson to that is there's a lot of perception associated with making portraits, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, you have your self-image always constantly, you're always looking at yourself. So doing a model shoot, you really boost up your self-confidence when you look at your pictures and you're like, wow, that's me. Like, I can actually take those shots
Yeah.
I know one girl that works with me, she did it, and her self-confidence wasn't very like high about herself, and she did it, and now she's like just walking around like, oh, you know, like I did this shoot, I'm a model now.
Oh, that's cool.
Loves it.
That's cool. So I actually have noticed that there's been a few people that I've worked with that have told me that the photo shoot literally changed their life. It changed their perception of themselves. It changed how they feel, how they go through life, which was really astounding for me. I never even realized that it could have that level of power.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Life. So for the lesson, boy, think about how we interact with our children, right? We can be yelling and screaming at the kids, you gotta smile, and we've all seen people do that.
Yeah.
You know, you go to Disney World and the parents are making the kids smile with Mickey and the kids screaming and crying, and it's this terribly traumatic thing. Or we can use those as opportunities to really give a person a great boost, you know? And if we're creating a nice environment for them, we're going to get natural looking photos, right? Especially with little kids. If they're comfortable and they're happy, we're going to get their real faces. We're going to get their real smiles, not the cheesy fake smiles.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a very good lesson to share.
The what?
Is how, you know, how it affected you, right? You're a real life example.
Yeah.
Because now we've done, 2 more shoots since then together, right? And now it's just a piece of cake working together. You're ready to go.
That's awesome. We can do one right now if you want.
Oh, if you want, okay. I got my little camera, sure. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to come back and do some shots with Chelsea. Hang on a second.